Rap has affected the African American culture in a multitude of ways. It has provided them an outlet to express whatever it is they might be feeling, and despite its adverse timeline, has proven itself as a staple music style. The year is 1950, Black America's on the rise. You have DJs using new beats, transcendent lullabies. Go forward a decade, James Brown knew how to move his feet. His drummer hit the rat-ta-ta, we got the break beat. Now this led to the b-boys and the breakdancing movement. It was an improvement, now the story is moving. The old age of disco would soon mourn as a new era of hip-hop was born. In the 1950s and 60s, the white middle-class population moved out of the urban Bronx to the suburbs in a process known as white flight. Now, this led to an influx of cultures. You now had Tobagans, Puerto Ricans, all clustered together. It also led to an economic fiasco as neighborhoods were decimated. In all this chaos, the youth of the Bronx had to find a way to express themselves. And with the disco era coming to an end, a void was to be filled in the world of art and music. In 1973, a DJ by the name of Kool Herc used 2 turntables to make the beat break that I mentioned before longer. This was the beginning of a movement that would change the world forever. The rest of the 1970s, you now have DJ crews popping up like the Grandmaster Flash 5, and you have rap singles on the billboard, such as Rapper's Delight, you know, a hip, hop, heavy to the hop, now there ain't no stopping the bang, bang, boogie, something like that. Well, the 80s brought more TV and political rap works like that of NWA, who spoke on the injustices that the Black community felt since the end of segregation. Smitherman said that rap is a contemporary response to the disempowerment, joblessness, and poverty. It's a rebellion against white America's economic and psychological terrorism on Black people, while critics claim that it was nothing more than an antagonistic social insurrection and an imaginary community. The 90s brought Dr. Dre, Tupac, Biggie Smalls, Junior Mafia, Baby, and this did lead to a couple more controversial pieces, which earned it the name of gangster rap. I think Tupac said it best. Say you're knocking on the door asking for food, and you know they have food, but they keep denying you. MLK, he knocked on the door nicely. The Black Panthers and Malcolm X banged on the door asking for food. He said that gangster rap and its composers were essentially picking the lock, kicking the door down, and coming out with the gunslinging. Now, because hip-hop was a new genre, tensions did arise, East Side versus West Side, but I think that the genre was substantiated because of it. This led to the death of many artists, but with death comes new life. Now, gangster rap isn't all that came out of the 90s. You have R&B, rappers like Lauryn Hill talking about what it's like to be a woman in hip-hop. And you have rappers who are simply having fun. I mean, move, get out the way, please get out the way. Now, the 2000s rid hip-hop of its gangster persona. Rappers like Kanye West speaking on chasing dreams and insecurities, and 2008 led to raps about Obama, a Black president on top. Drake and Eminem changing the chapter. 2017 of the SoundCloud rappers. The hip-hop game is changing, a new challenge in the making. Telling truth, making money, yet it's ours for the taking. Collabs with the leaders in the NFL. Hip-hop got its own Grammy, must be doing well. Affects all walks of life, or at least away from the low-income Bronx to the gangs of LA. Hip-hop and its influencers are making Black history on a daily basis. And despite the world not being perfect, it goes to show that it's okay to speak up, and you just might create something beautiful.